Good evening and welcome to Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. Tonight we're going to visit with Auntie's Attic, vendor code number 82. She is a 20% off vendor items not marked firm. That 20% off is the same for cash or credit. If you check out our information up on the top, Watcher was kind enough to notify me that I did not have that all filled in. So if you didn't watch our videos, you would have no way of knowing where we are. We're in Andover, New Jersey, which is Sussex County. And that is exit 25 off of Route 80. We're about 8 minutes or so off the highway. You just head up north towards Newton, and we're on your right-hand side there, right after the tunnel. You can also find us online. Our website is graybarnantiques.com. That's gray with the E. You can call us at 973-786-5555. We are open Wednesday through Sundays, except holidays. You can also find us on Facebook at Gray Barn Antiques, Gray with the E, which is the same as our YouTube channel. If you've not already done so, please be sure to subscribe to our channel to be alerted to new content. We are also on Instagram under Gray_Barn. We're going to go visit now with Auntie's Attic. She has a shelf in our case room as well as a booth. I'm going to try not to spin too fast because I know how that can be a little disconcerting. And Don is still here. He's on vacation this week, so he's doing some paperwork. Beautiful day out today. And of course, if you see things in this video that you want more information on that are not just from Auntie's Attic, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and ask for more information or to purchase anything that you see in this video, our past videos, or any of our Instagram and Facebook posts. So we'll start here. Again, she is 20% off. So that would be 55 on that pink hobnail vase there, becomes 44. And you can see she has the measurements on many of the items, which is such a lifesaver for us, especially for those watching the video. So you can get an idea of how tall this vase is. And yes, we do ship most of the items as long as it's under a certain 1726 square inches. So Don, my husband and the shipper, he does make a lot of custom boxes. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see today we posted a bunch of the boxes that are going out today with a combination of items purchased from YouTube, our Facebook Live, Instagram, however you find us, wherever you find us. We appreciate liking our pages, purchasing from us, whatever you can do. It is appreciated by our vendors. So that you can see the uranium, we do have the black light in here. And I'm just going to come over to this side and I will turn off that black light so you can see these items. And again, you're going to take 20% off of those prices. So 20 becomes 16 on that unusual perfume bottle there with the flower stopper. 60 becomes 48 for the spaghetti styled tumblers there. And I'm just going to come over here where the light switch is. And if you watched our video Tuesday night, we were in this room visiting a few of our other vendors in here. So you can see with the black light off, that's a satin yellow, and then that's the green, and there's more yellow. And this is not the Left and Miss Kitty. This is what they call a hobbyist piece. There's a small chip on the flower, and that would be 60 for that. So now we're going to walk on back to her booth, and she also has two bookcases that are on the outside of her booth. So it's a nice large space. She is known as the Pyrex lady by many, as she specializes in it, but is not limited to Pyrex. I think I'll hop out onto the side first. So this is her booth here. And we keep the blow molds out all year round because they sell all year round. And we tell our vendors to always bring them in whenever they find them, no matter what the season is, because they are always in demand. And when the holiday seasons actually hit, then you really can't find it because everybody else has the same idea to run out and get them at that point. So you can see she has some really great little cookie jars from our last video that you watched. There were a few other different cookie jars here, so a few of those have gone since. And again, this is Auntie's Attic, and you're going to take that 20% off. Items not marked firm. You can see she's got some really cool phones down here. We're going to start over here. Let's see, and this crate is $24. So on the end, it must say seed somewhere. It's not on these sides, so it must be on the end. This is nice. Is this the plug and everything? Cord inside, it works. $24 for a 10-cup coffee pot. $24. That's nice. Just going to kind of go across here, and we can do close-up pictures, measure any more information that you need. I will gladly get that for you. And again, we are visiting with Auntie's attic. Pretty cool blue glass cobalt canister set, $95, and then the 20% off of that. Cow creamers. I'm hoping the person's watching this that had asked about cow creamers. Here's one for $12. Not marked. This is a vintage one. Sitting cow, and then there's a cow with the rose on it. The sitting, that one is $12. And then the blue and white sitting cow is also $12. So all three of those cow creamers are $12 each, and those are vintage. Nice bean pot, some more Corelle. And we have some really cool phones down here. So it was 1962 was the first year for the push button phone. We were watching a show that was based in like 1972, and a push button phone came up, and Don said, that's not accurate. There weren't push button phones, so I had to look that up. That's why I have a lot of useless trivia floating around in my head, because I had to confirm for myself. Nice ice bucket for $16. It does have these. Is that removable? No, that's all one piece, but it's in very nice shape. It's nice cake stands. Egg dish. We did sell the creamer and sugar to this, but I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago when we visited with the hip chick, she had the creamer and sugar, so we still have that false craft butter dish there. Milk and magnesia bottle for $8. Another thermos, and then she has this little wall here as well before we go into the main booth. The rolling pin holder is not for sale. That's a display only. Some nice little trinkets on the ledge here as well. And you can see she also has black light in her booth to showcase some more uranium glass pieces that she has as well. So $48, and then 20% off of that. It's a cute little lamp. I'll show you that with it off so you can actually see. And I'm not blinding you all. Westmoreland cat on the basket. He's missing an eye, so $28. So you can see somebody just kind of colored in where his eye used to be. Cast iron on the floor so it doesn't fall and break the glass. And she has this really unusual spice apothecary cabinet that just came in. And the blue onion pattern. And it is, here's the measurements, it's 160. And it is like a thicker, kind of like a stoneware on here. Not quite sure of the age. That's what kind of throws us off. Unless somebody replaced that. Very unusual little cabinet for $160. See, she's reduced that from $115 to $95 on the medicine cabinet. And artwork. Can AMP crate for $88. A lot of great lighting in this booth and throughout the shop. $44 for the Fenton sewing bucket tripod, so that does open. And it's on the legs, so you can see inside it has a spot for your spools and stuff. Very cool. Nice floor lamp here for $60, 52-inch tall shade on that. That's the metal. She still has some of the copper left. She did have a lot more than this. Nice little table that they're sitting on. And she's reduced from $110 to $90, and then takes 20% off of that. $72 on that. It's watering can. We're getting to that time of the year. $28 and then 20% off, so $22.40. Holds water, which is always a good thing. So this is actually a nice usable. It was galvanized and then painted black. That's a very good deal on that. Not sure about shipping on that though. Chips cans up there. That's Again, you're taking 20% off those prices that you see. Primary set for $85 and 20% off. So you see these are individually priced in here. But again, if you want prices or more information on anything, I will gladly get that for you. Oops. 24 on that one. Some lidded fridge dishes. Over the course of time, there's been a lot more Pyrex, getting harder to find at a price that she can get it to keep it at good prices for you. Some great tins in here. A lot of great glass, colored glass. Crackle, depression. She's got a couple of these Gemco. They're painted. It's glass and then it's painted the pink and the red. And those are, this one's 24 and the pink one is 36. A little Bo Peep for 1920. That's from Shawnee. She's in pretty nice shape. And there's the, she's 8 1/4 inches tall. Cute little white Cliff's little dish here for $9.60. Little butter for 5 inches, and you can see she's got some great vintage kitchen tools in this corner here. Great enamelware. And the cabinet for the Pyrex is not for sale, but pretty much all the pieces on the floor are. And then these other 2 bookshelves on the end are not. Unless vendors have bookcases ready to go at home to come in and replace ones that sell, we do not recommend that they price them to sell, because what happens is then they have nowhere to put all the stuff. So, peaches, little top peaches for $16. And there's the measurements on that one. I featured this the other day because I just thought it was such a cool little tin for $14.40. I love the little handle on it. Oh, that's the back of it. I was going to say there was a little clasp. There it is. So I just love that it's got the great graphics on all sides of it. Washboard for $24. More value, and that's the galvanized. It's got some nice quilts and afghans. Buttons in a jar. $7.20 for this one. And a lot of great little mold sets. Look at all the molds. And jars with laundry pins, clothespins, and $12. Those are the older style. So if you do crafts with those, that's a great deal. Some more great tins and pitchers. Ice-lipped pitcher. Coffee tins, cigar tins. There's a nice Friendship, Schomburg's Friendship cottage cheese tin for $14.40, and you need a Baker's for $14.40. And the blow molds, and they are 20% off as well. Like I said, if you wait till you really want one during the holiday seasons, they do become a lot harder to find, and a lot of places will mark them up. So, yeah, that kind of thing, you gotta buy it when you see it. $14.40 for the Swan's Down cake pan. $28. We did sell the brass coffee grinder from a picture off of Facebook the other day. We had a lot of people interested in that, and we did end up shipping that one out to Ohio. And shipping's not as bad as you'd think. If we can do priority, we do priority. We also have the option of parcel post for our friends that are further out. So that is the perimeter of Auntie's attic. Now we're going to come up into the center of her booth. And you'll notice last month there was another lamp that was in this spot. I believe it was, I think it was in, we had it last month, but that's sold since. Come this way. She's got a few apples left. A lot of those, she had that apple barrel. We showed that last month. The barrel and many of the apples have sold. is interesting. It's like a little hand-painted job on there. So it's 36. It's 11 by 10. There's the Bentwood stamp over there, label. Great cast iron door stops. We're at that time of the year where it's nice to leave the door open, but you don't want it slamming shut. It does get windy here. Or you just don't want somebody accidentally closing it. But we do have some really nice cast iron door stops in the shop. So this table's been marked down to just $40, and there's the measurements. Got some doilies are for sale. We got some nice hand-painted coffee pot, 8 inches for $36. This one. That one would be $44, and that's 12 inches tall. That's a nice torch lamp in the center there. That is $95, and then 20% off, 28 by 8. Shades alone go anywhere from like 10 to 25 to replace them, so that's nice, good deal on that. She did do this floor herself with the stencil. Let's see what's with this box here. Wood box, lift off lid for $12. So lift off lid just means it's not hinged. As you can see, it's kind of cheese boxy, but it's not marked or anything. It'd be a cute little project. It's got the old nails in there. That's just $12, and the measurements are on that box. Here's another box. This has a slide top. That's $14.40. It's 10 by 14 by 7. So this box, the lid just slides off this way. It's not hinged. It's just a slide. So that's a nice storage box. And we have some boxes over here. This one's got little brass tips on the end. Old paper inside. It's got a pretty little clasp here. And that one's $12. And there's the measurements on that. It's a nice little lightweight box. Helps if I do that. We have some inlaid boxes here. Pottery plate for $19.20. Here's a nice kitchen scale. $36. It's cream and red, and it's in really good shape. Looks like it's working. And we have some more tins. That's a cooler. The yellow plaid on that is really pretty cool. Tartan toter. Keeps hot or cold. And that one is just $28, and there's the measurements on that. It has like this little yellow piece on the handle here. It's like a little plastic piece. Some nice sewing baskets. And contents. Look at that. It's got all the stuff inside of there. Here's the tag. There we go. 28 with the contents, $22.40 for that one. And this one's not seeing the tag easily on that one. Not sure where that one is. There's a nice sewing stand for $115 and then 20% off. It has the side compartments that you drop down your yarn. It has the drawers. And then we have a nice, she has some of the bags of apples left. This one's $1.60 for these little small apples. What do we got here? $2.40 for 4 small wood apples. And I'm trying to just get down to the bottom of these. That looks like that's probably the tag for that one. It just fell off for those apples. Yeah, so 7 wood apples for $4. That's a very good deal, less than $1 an apple. Cool bucket. This is what I was trying to do. I think this goes this way, so we're going to turn this around. Nice milk. I can see the price easily on that. If you want any information on that, let me know. We'll see if we can find the tag for that. It does not have a dairy on it. So, a nice, pretty cool bucket. $36 for the copper bucket with the forged handles. There's some things on this table. Fire King Jadeite platter for $24. Let's see the mark. Yeah, so there's the older mark. So that's a nice price on that. $24 for a piece of Fire King right there. That's a very good deal. Flip that tag again. Melt glass plates with very patriotic. eagle and that on it. They are from Westmoreland, $6.40. They are the same. Both plates are the same. Nice green crackle. I'm going to say decanter, and the stopper is missing because it is a little, got some distress there from having had a 16 for that, for having most likely had a stopper in there, that rough spot. A couple of apples left here for $1 each. That's a nice lamp for $1.15 and then 20% off. The original shade. It's a Westmoreland painted, $24 for that pretty milk glass piece there. And we're kind of getting back to where we started. This is a great deal on this little curio shelf. $1.15 and then 20% off. It does have great shelves on it, nice display piece, and a drawer, and that's where we find the Pennsylvania House Mart right there. Really a great deal on that. So again, we visited with Auntie's Attic, vendor 82. Take 20% off items in her space not marked firm. Same price, cash or credit card. We do PayPal if you need us to send you an invoice, and we do Visa, MasterCard, Discover over the phone during business hours. Any questions or anything, just feel free to call us, reach out to us. I'm going to go back to the board. I'm going to show you, we got a lot more British chocolates in again. This is just a small sampling of our candy land over here. And we have the French hard candies. These are the smaller ones, and then these have the British name, but they're made in Germany, and we're going to be getting in more flavors of these because I wasn't sure how these would taste. These are out of France, but wow, I mean, they're individually wrapped, and it's like a little lemon meringue pie in your mouth. It's just so flavorful, very dangerous. So I'm going to get some other flavors in on those as well. Oh, we got the cherry sticks are fully stocked again because we got hit hard with these. These are the chocolate covered sticks. We have dark chocolate and in the cherry, and all the flavors here. We have blueberry, raspberry, and then that's mango chili. And then in the orange sticks, we have the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate, and those are $6.75 each plus tax. So, and then we have the Coir candles. They are a soy candle with a 100% lead-free wick. They burn very nicely. The large ones are $14 and the small candles are $9. We have a whole bunch of different scents on those. So again, we visited with Auntie's Attic tonight. And here's our information. Again, you can find all this information on our webpage at graybarnantiques.com. It's always gray with the E. Thank you for visiting with Gray Barn and Auntie's Attic tonight, and have a lovely evening.